A flower falls, even though we love it. A weed grows, even though we do not love it. This is a quote by Dogen Zenji. This really is the key to equanimity. Equanimity is seeing that what's happening before our eyes, what's immediately obvious, is just how things are, and it does not compel us to take a position in relation to it. This means when something undesirable happens, such as a weed growing or a flower we love falling, is the undesirableness in the weed? Is it in the flower? Look closer. Look closer at the flower. The red, the shape, the form, the petals, the lighting. Look closer. Do you see a flower before your mind moves? Do you see, I like it, I love it, I want it to remain there, before your mind moves? Just lean in, see what's actually there. Look closer at the weed, the textures, the colors, the green, the seaming edges, the shades, the lighting. Where in there does it say, I don't want this, I don't like this, this is not desirable? Can you find it in there? Can you find it in the visual experience? You can do this in your imagination right now, or you can do it with actual objects in your visual field. You can practice this anytime. When you see that the desirability or undesirability is not intrinsic to the sense field, to the visual experience of it, and when you see this clearly, it's obvious that the undesirableness, the desirableness, the favorability or unfavorability exists only in thoughts. So, why do we blame those thoughts on the visual experience? The visual experience is innocent. It's also non-dual, meaning it's not out there. It's as intimate as it can ever get. But that comes later. For now, just realize the visual experience, the sensory experience, the sounds that we're experiencing are completely and absolutely innocent. And they're devoid of characteristics until we give them characteristics. Can you feel the innocence, clarity, insubstantiality of that, and the intimacy? So the next step is to notice, well, if the I like it or I don't like it, I want it or I don't want it, is in thought somewhere, then we can look and see, do I actually have to react to those thoughts? Is there something here that requires a reaction? Or is it just that visual experience, that wonder, and then a thought? The thought itself is wonder. If you lean in the same way, if you don't reflect on it with another thought, the thought is similarly made of non-substance. It has no specific characteristic if you look close enough. So looking in this thought space, in this consciousness, and finding nothing that has to react, we're practicing equanimity. And if we practice this enough, we will notice our reactions dramatically reduce in intensity, our internal reactions to everything. As this occurs, we will naturally take up an investigation into the nature of the phenomenal world, meaning your moment-to-moment experience of being alive, the sense fields, the perceptive apparatus. This all becomes very interesting, very close, intimate. There's a natural curiosity and innocence that emanates from just being alive moment to moment. I'll close with a quote from the Xin Ming. Getting entangled in like and dislike is nothing but the mind's disease. So look and see, can you find anyone who actually does the liking and disliking? And when you can't find it, you're freed up to lean in and enjoy the aliveness of the sense world.